Hello everyone, Rich here, and here's a quick but detailed update on US500. As usual, if you like video analysis, let me know in the comments or simply leave a like. So let's get started. As we clearly see, US500 was overall bearish, making low lows and lower highs, trading inside this falling red channel. However, after breaking above the previous major highs, the momentum has been shifted from bearish to bullish, and US500 started to make higher lows and higher highs, trading inside this rising blue channel. Lately, or a couple of days ago, we rejected the upper bound of it, so the correction movement started just like this one before the next impulse pushed the price higher, and we are currently around the lower bound of this rising channel. Moreover, if you look left, we can see multiple rejections from this area, which makes it a local support around the zone. So it's an intersection of the lower trend line and the support, which makes the zone stronger. Of course, we'll be looking for buy stops on lower time frames to confirm that the buyers are strong enough to start the next impulse, unless it's broken downward. In this case, we'll be expecting further bearish movement, a continuation till around the lower bound of this big range. As I always say, let's take it step by step around the lower bound and support zone. Let's zoom into lower time frames and look for buy setups. From a long-term perspective, for the bulls to take over, we need to see a break above this entire correction, which would be like this, and a break above this major high and the upper trend line in green. In this case, we'll be expecting a movement till the upper bound of this big range, as I showed you from weekly time frame. Meanwhile, from a shorter term perspective, this zone is a massive zone as it's an intersection of the blue trend line, green trend line, and the orange zone. So price can still dive inside it for trading higher. And as I mentioned, we zoom into lower time frames and wait for the bulls to take over before we get in. So if you zoom into H4 time frame, this is where US 500 has been trading recently. For the bulls to take over from a short-term perspective again and again, we need to see a break above this high. Once we have this break, just like this one, for example, we'll be expecting a movement till the upper bound like this previous high and the upper green zone. In this case, we'll be expecting this movement and then maybe a break above it, as I showed you from daily, for the bulls take over from a long-term perspective. Meanwhile, until the buyers take over, until we have this break, US 500 can still trade lower inside the zone, as I mentioned, before we trade higher. In this case, around this area, we'll be looking for new buy setups. Best of luck, and I'll see you hopefully on the next one.